Hello and welcome to Project Uss Defiant. I thought I would just do part 2 before it got too far, so to speak. So what I've been working on is I've been working on the bottom side, on the top side. I've been making room for our lights, and I'll talk about those. I've done a bit of modifying to the snap kit, because it is a snap kit and it's meant to snap together and stay together, so I modified that. I'll also be talking about the modifications I've made to these and also to this. So I think we'll start off with the modifications that I've made. So it is a snap kit, and I'll just talk about this. It is a snap kit and it's meant to snap together, and that's it, and that's fine for the novice and for those that just want to paint it and put it together and all that great stuff. But when you want to do lights and you want a dry fit and you want a really good accurate fit, then you need to do a bit more. So all I've simply done is these holes here. There they are, oblong, or not oblong but octagon. So what I did was just put a file in there and just filed it a little bit so the holes are a little bit bigger, not by much but just enough, just so you can put it together and you can get a really good look and make sure everything's fine, and then test fit it in, make sure everything fits well and it looks good, like this. And then once you're happy with all that, then you can take it back apart again, and there's no real problems. So that's one of the modifications I've made to it, and that was really useful. The other modifications I've made is because I want to do lighting. I've made some holes here in the bottom part, and also I've drilled out, if you can see it, I've drilled out the centers of these. I weren't exactly happy with them, although it was a really nice idea what round 2 it did, I wanted to try something different. So what I've got, or rather what I'll be doing, is I'll be having a black mesh on there, and then this is just a milk carton, and I'll be putting that on there, and then I'll be spraying the milk carton with blue, and then I'll have a light behind it, so it will look really good. I haven't got them wired up at the moment, so that will look really good, that will, and that will give it a more, let's get it a bit straighter, is it? And that will give it a much better look, and I've done that on both of them, so both of them will have that same effect, and that will look really good, I think, much more realistic, so that's the one modification. That's the second modification I've made. The other one is, as well, because I want to run lights, the stand, which is a really good stand, and this is the metal rod that supports it, and this goes, or did go, into the base of here. I drilled that out. I'll just get the piece and show you. I drilled out the bottom of it, and all I simply did was where that was sitting in there like that, if I can get it to sit right, where that was sitting in there like that, I just went round there with a drill bit and drilled it all right. It was a hand tool as well, not a power tool. It was a hand tool as well. You can get a more accurate drill. It takes longer, but you can get a much better feel for when there's a problem or when things are going right. So I literally went around there, and you can probably see that as well. So I drilled that out, and this basically makes this obsolete, and it was hollow anyway, and because I want to run lights, it's not really what I wanted, and I wasn't happy with having light trailing on the outside. I do like to hide my work so it looks as realistic and mysterious as humanly possible. So that's what I got. So I'll put this together now, and you'll get an idea of what I'll be trying to achieve, really. So there's 2 lights on each side. We'll put those through. Just bear with me on this, because it is a bit fiddly. And then the lights will go down there like that into the new base, which I'll show you now in a minute. And then on the other side you've got the same thing, and those will go down into there as well. Just trying to keep all this tidy, because It's important to keep things tidy, because if they get too tidy, you sort of start losing stuff. Yeah. Right, and what I'm planning on doing then is having the lights there, like that, and this is where the dry fitting really comes into its own. So where it'll be there like that, I'll have one light going there, another one going there like that, and then the other one going there like that. Yeah, so that's how it will sort of look. Yeah, so we'll have the blue lights on the back for the I do believe it's the warp engines, and then the red lights on the front for the phasers, I do believe, because these are photon torpedoes. Yeah, no, that's one of the lights, sorry. Those there is the photon torpedo. See if you can just see it there. That's the photon torpedo there. There's one there, and there's one on the other side, and then there's two on the other side. So that's what I want there. I also want two lights for the impulse engines, one going there, and then one going there. So that's it'll go there. Yeah, this is just dry fitting, so you have to bear with us if things don't stay where I want them to, but they will go there like that, and you sort of get the idea of where I'm going with this. And then of course this one will be for the nose, which will just fit in here. Matter of fact, we'll just push it up through. Oh, that's why I can't get it. Just push it up through, and that will go onto the nose there. When the nose is, there it is, and the nose is there. So that will go down there like that, and that will shine into the nose area, and that will give me my blue. And I'll be doing, and there's the nose part, and that will also have a mesh and a bit of milk carton. Yeah, I've seen the idea of the milk carton. I can't remember where I've seen it, but it was a really good idea. And the good thing about that is it will help to diffuse the light and spread it out over the whole area, so you won't get like a spotlight effect. It will diffuse it and make it much warmer and much more realistic. So that's eventually how it will look. Like that. Just pick up the part that just fell down. So that's eventually how it will look, and it will look like that. If I can just get in screen, yeah. And the other light will be going down there into the nose, and then the two warp lights will be on there, like that. Now, of course, obviously with all these lights, like I said, the stand will not be usable. So I've got this one. And all these lights will go into this light, will go into this stand. Yeah. So we'll just do that now. All these will go in here. Get them all lined up. Like that. So the stand will be like that. And obviously it is a bit bigger than it should be. But we can fix that with some milli-put, so we'll put some milli-put around here. Probably not outside, but we'll definitely put it around there. And then this will go into the base here. So all the cables will go into the base, and then there'll be a secondary base. So it'll pretty much look like that, yeah, with a secondary base. Now I have got a switch. This is what they call a latching switch. Don't know if you can hear that, but it latches on. Then latches off. I didn't want a momentary switch because I wanted the lights to come on and stay on, so that's what it is, and that will go into here like that. Yeah, or I might put it on the other base. I haven't decided yet. I'll have a little more think on that. But the glue I've been using is this one, because I did say I'd mention it. Yeah, it's a really good glue. I find it not just liquid form, but this will stick just about anything, and that was one of the problems I had before when I was trying to glue this stuff. I'm not sure what plastic this is. I know this is styrene, but styrene plastic, yeah, but it's ABS plastic or something like that. And the other glues I was using just wouldn't do it. So I had a look around, and this stuff is really, really powerful. It is a bit noxious, so when you're using it, make sure you read the warnings and you adhere to those, because it is very noxious. But other than that, it's really good and it does the job really well. What else can I tell you? That's it really. So that's where I'm at, and I'll keep you posted on part 3, which will probably be the priming and the spraying of the different various colours. So that will be really interesting. And then of course we got the copper to do on these parts here. There's a line there, don't know if you can see it, there's a line there where you've got to spray that copper, but I'll be then doing the actual back of the glass red, and that should have a really good effect. So thank you for watching, and when I've done part 3 I'll show it to you. Until then, take care and have a nice weekend. Bye now.